Okay, here we go. My name's Christoph. If you guys are new here, I talk about things that are of interest to me, that I care about, and I hope you guys can get some good insight out of it. Today, I want to talk about a topic that I think is really misconceived. I think a lot of people have thoughts that are wrong about it, and that's progression. The concept of like getting better at something or starting from zero and incrementing towards a goal. And I want to do this in three distinct steps. The first one would be consistency, pacing, and then goals. But before I get into any of those three topics, I want to talk about humans, you and me, people watching this video, people not watching this video, all under the sun. Things about the thing about humans is we're really good at starting things. And I'll give you an example. New Year's resolutions stick out to me. It's a time that we define as the start of a new year, and because it's the start of the new year, there's an opportunity for change and to introduce something new that's supposed to help someone's life. But they have a pretty negative connotation to them because they have really good intentions, but a lot of times people don't follow through with them. For example, it's shown with like diets, eating healthy, wanting to go outside, stretching. A lot of times people start their New Year's resolution. That's why gym memberships are typically up if you go to the gym around, late December, early January. There's a ton more people in the gym. That's because people are motivated because of the new year. But what typically ends up happening is those people fade out and they stop going to the gym. They stop progressing because they don't get the results that they want, or because it's too hard, or because they didn't pace themselves, or because their goals were too outrageous. And that's kind of what I want to get out here. A lot of people set their progression to hard mode. What do I mean by that? They make it way harder for themselves to keep doing the thing they want to do. Okay, so before I talk about the consistency, pacing, and goals, I want to talk about just doing something. I think a lot of times, especially this YouTube video is actually a good example. I could have thought about the content of this video all day, a week, for a month, but ultimately, the most important part about progression is actually doing the thing. And in this case, it's making this video, or if you're exercising, is going to the gym or taking a walk, is actually doing it. And a lot of times, what hurts people wanting to do things is themselves. They overthink it. They say, I don't know what I'm going to do at the gym today, or in this video, I don't know what I'm going to talk about in this video. I don't think that matters. I don't know the saying specifically, but a large portion of like the mental battle of going to the gym and working out is the process of actually getting to the gym. If you've gotten to the gym, you've already done over half the battle, right? Then you just have to work out and go home. The process of getting there is the hard part, or actually doing it. I think it's important for you to enable yourself so that it's not hard for you to do the things you want to do. So, and that's where consistency comes in. How can someone be consistent in something they've never done before? Well, you start small. You don't start big. I'll give you an example. So, a lot of times when people exercise, they're sore after their workout. Maybe they haven't ran in years and they go out for a mile run. Now, a mile is not a particularly long distance for some, but it is for others. And those others are the people who think it's not that long. They kind of have this mindset that other people have set for them, and it's maybe the same with like beauty standards, etc. You see these people who have amazing bodies, you may not have one, and your first step or like logical process would be like, okay, I'm going to work out for the X amount of time and hopefully I look like that. But in reality, those people have worked at that, are either one, genetically gifted, which good for them, or they've worked at it for a long time. In order to be consistent, you need to take it in small, bite-sized chunks that is manageable for you. You don't need to feel sore after every workout. You just need to go to every workout. In the end, you'll end up going to more workouts if you're not sore. What do I mean by that? A lot of times when people are sore in the case of exercise, it feels good after the workout. Of course it does, but it's hard to do it the next day. A lot of times people take rest days, for example. So maybe they'll do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Monday they'll do legs, and then they'll do some maybe not so hard of a workout Tuesday, and then Wednesday they do chest, not so hard of a workout Thursday, and then Friday they'll do back, kind of like the three big core muscle groups that a lot of people do, and that's all great and everything, but you're missing out on 2 days, and I didn't even mention the weekend. Maybe you don't work out on the weekend, right? You only do those 3 days. Now, imagine instead of doing those 3 days of workout, which is probably fine for a lot of people, you work every day of the week, Monday through Friday. But instead of doing these big, intense workouts that'll leave you sore the next day, and probably throughout the week when you're starting out, you do smaller things that don't leave you as sore. For example, if you haven't bench pressed in a long time, perhaps you don't start with 135 or 245s on each side. Start with just the bar and go up. When you start with the max amount of like difficulty that you can do, it's discouraging, and it's discouraging in the sense that it's really hard. Doing something continuous should not be really hard, and that's what I want to get into pacing. Pacing's important when trying to progress in anything. It's important to pace yourself in the small bite-sized chunks that I talked about, but it's also important to take big leaps. We're not always walking. Sometimes you have to jump. And those jumps are moments of extreme exertion, and I'll give you an example of that. So let's say I want to get fit, right? And I'm Monday through Friday, I'm doing small bite-sized chunks, like that is very manageable for my schedule, and it keeps me in the gym, and it doesn't demotivate me to not go working out. With that mindset, I would plan to do maybe a large hike every weekend. For example, my jump would be the hikes on the weekend, or it'd be something considerably more hard on the weekdays, because that's what I'm working up towards, right? Your progression should be appreciated, and I think the way you appreciate it is by you doing something important with what you've worked on or what you've developed. And I think this ties into the last point, which is goals. A lot of times people do something because they want something. They exercise because they want to be fit. Okay, well, if your goal is to be fit, why not be consistent about exercising, pace yourself well, and kind of prove to yourself that you are fit through these intense moments of exertion via weekend hikes, etc. And this can be applied to a lot of other things. But the point is goals are really important to have, and those goals are enabled by smart pacing, and they're kind of you can reach your goals through pacing. You can see them in those intense moments that are fueled by the small moments, and the best way to set up that schedule is consistency, which is basically doing the thing that you want to do as much as you possibly can without discouraging yourself, which is all piggybacked on actually doing that thing. It's probably a bit convoluted, but the idea is don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. If you want to do something, do it. None of this I will or I should or tomorrow. The funny thing about tomorrow is never today, right? Every day is tomorrow. Tomorrow, like it's if you think of like maybe, okay, if today's Monday, tomorrow's Tuesday, right? But once it gets to Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. I don't like saying the word tomorrow because it implies that it's never gonna get done. Just why not today? Why not now? I still procrastinate my chores, for example. I say I'm gonna do them later, but I think recently I've been trying to catch myself saying, okay, I'll do them now, or I'll do them at this time. I never say I'll do them tomorrow, and that goes with a lot of things that I want to do, such as these talk videos. Even if this was a bit confusing, I think it's important for me to kind of arrange my thoughts. Just a high level, just to end the video. If you want to do something, do it. Be consistent with it. Pace yourself well. Have these short, manageable bites that fuel these intense moments that are well paced out, that of course it's customized to whatever you're doing, and then high level, have a goal that you're working towards. and it's gonna feel amazing when you get to that goal, and I know you will. Tell me how you guys pace your days or pace your goals, or maybe my philosophy is not the best, but I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. I really am, because I don't I think there's a lot of different ways to do it, and I'm curious what you guys have to say. Thank you for watching this video, and if you like the video, please subscribe. But you don't have to. I don't want to force you guys into anything. I appreciate you guys who watch this. Okay. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great day.